Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel Sanj. Today I'm going to talk about everything that I did today despite not wanting to do any of those things. Okay, so today was one of those days. One of those days in the sense that when you wake up, your morning is only so tired, and you are so not willing to do anything, and you feel like, okay, I don't have the energy, and I don't know what's happening to me. I don't feel well. Something is wrong, and all of that. That was the morning I had today, and it started quite in the evening only, when I didn't want to want to do anything. I just want to sleep, and that is what I did. I slept. I left all the work to the morning, and I slept. So in the morning when I woke up, I had loads of work, and so no time for me personally. So no time for me to do, take a breather, sit quietly, be able to have that cup of chai, and be with myself even for a second. So first mistake I did was yesterday evening only. I gave up to that instinct of not wanting to do anything. And yes, there are going to be days of like this, you being feeling so unmotivated, that you decide, okay, let me take a break. I have been motivated for this much long time, let me take a break. So it's okay to take a break for a day, but not more than that. The more it shifts to the second and third day, it's gonna keep making you feel bad, because before that you've been feeling so good about yourself, and suddenly you stop all of these things. You can't carry that feeling for a long time if you're not consistent in that. Okay, so let's start. Morning I woke up. I already woke up late, and I had loads of work left from the yesterday's evening. So I had to get all of that done, get ready in a hurry situation, and then go to work. And I didn't want to wake up. Firstly, I woke up late. Secondly, I had lots of work piled up. And third, I didn't want to go to work. I just wanted to stay at home, stay in my bed, and just, I don't know, do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. Just sleep there mindlessly. That was one. But I had to get up. I had to go to work. I went to work. Okay. And then in the evening when I came back, I didn't want to go to swimming, because I was tired. I didn't want to. I was not feeling well. But once I went there, I was fine. I was able to do everything and anything, and I did well. And according to my pace of learning, and according to my strength, I'm doing pretty well. Okay, then that is second thing. The third thing is, I didn't want to speak to my friends. I didn't want to attend calls. I didn't want to answer texts, and this happens quite often to me. Okay, but in the past few months I have been making it a point to able to communicate with my people, to be able to be around them, and to be the person that I want to be. Okay, to have my girlfriends around me. That is what, because you lose connection, you lose that friendship, and then suddenly one day it just goes away. That was not something that I wanted for myself this time. Okay, so despite of not wanting that, I spoke with my girls. I made plans for the weekend. The past me would have said, no, I'm too busy to go out on weekends. I just need a day for myself and do nothing. But I know I had to get out of the house, because I now know the importance of giving in to these instincts is not at all a good option, because then they never go away. You are in a constant phase of depression, you're in a constant phase of anxiety, nervousness because of that. Because then, because of depression, you don't do the work. That is one thing. Secondly, because you don't do the work, then you are too anxious. And thirdly, because you're anxious, you're not able to perform well. So it is a cycle that keeps on repeating, and it has been happening to me in my life for many years. And I'm telling you, it was very difficult, because then you feel bad about yourself, you feel guilty, and then there was never a time when I felt, okay, I am in love with you, you're such a great person, you are doing really well for yourself. There was never a time I could feel that for myself during that cycle. So slowly I had to take care of myself, get back up, tell myself, okay, I'm proud of you for even getting up in the morning today. I'm proud of you to even make that coffee or a chai. I'm proud of you for even getting out of the house and walking. I'm proud of you for even sitting there and being there with yourself. I'm proud of you for meeting your friends. These small things, these small steps helped me get out of that. I can't even tell you how important it was for me to take that step. Then next, I didn't want to do my dishes in the night again today. I was like, okay, tomorrow morning I'll do, but no, I know what happens when I leave my mornings so much packed up. Then I did the dishes. Right now it's night, actually. Right now it's 11:15 p.m. when I'm recording this video, and it's time to sleep for me. And I wanted to sleep at 10:30 itself, but I had not done the work that I needed to do before sleeping, and I didn't want to record this video. But I know I have to sit here, I have to record the video, because I need to have a win for the day. So I had so many wins, but of course I did have losses also. I didn't crochet today, I didn't went running today, I didn't woke up early today, I didn't do my early morning meditation today, I didn't, you know, like thought about my day, or I planned my day ahead, so it just went away. But I did journal today. Right now, yes, I did missed 2 days back, one day, and I covered for it in yesterday morning, but I didn't want to miss any other day, so today I did it again. Yesterday night I did it again. So that is how it is. Okay, so take it from someone who has been going through this and who has gone through this for ever and ever and ever. Putting things off, or saying to yourself you are doing good, okay, take a break, being okay with not being the version of you that you want to be, or being okay to stay in that slump for a long period of time, or being okay with not being happy with yourself. All of these, they all come with their own problems, they all come with their own securities, they all come with their own hardships. Because down the line, when you look back, you'll be like, oh my god, I could have been that person then. Oh my god, I could have done that. Oh my god, I could have grabbed that opportunity if I was a little bit confident, or if I was a little bit stronger. Okay, so never let go of anything that you are getting in your life just because you don't feel like it. Okay, feelings lie, and in this case they definitely do. So I don't know whatever your reason may be, to be lazy, to be procrastinating, childhood trauma, overstimulated, being high on dopamine, or being too lethargic, low vitamin D, low vitamin B12, low iron. Any of these things can be a reason for you to be lethargic, for you to be procrastinating, and for you to be in depression and anxiety. Okay, or people around you, or your environment, or the people you speak to, or the people that you have not spoken to for a long time. Okay, but none of these reasons are good enough for you to be missing out on the life that you could be living right now, or that you could be living in your future. Like, I can literally not yet see the future that I want to live, but I know that it is going to be amazing, and I want to be making it. And you know, you can't really see that life that you can be living until you put yourself in places and in spaces where you are meant to live that life. Like, if I don't walk into a restaurant where I'm supposed to eat the most perfect chicken butter naan, I will never eat that. Okay, so either I have to step into the restaurant, or either I have to order a delivery. Okay, and for that I need to have enough money and to make myself enough, capable to own that. So anything that you're going through right now is a grind, is a preparation, is something that you should be doing. So one thing that I have learned that keeps me consistent is keeping your mornings light, keeping your mornings just for yourself, keeping your mornings like your safe space. If your morning is your safe space, and if your morning is something that you can give yourself, the entire day you can give yourself. Like, the day won't be ruling you, you will be ruling the day. Okay, so any work that you think that can be gotten done today, at night before sleeping, get it done, get it over with. Okay, and then because the next day you have to start fresh, we say no, okay, do the dishes in the afternoon, okay, I'll do the dishes in the morning, or I'll do this particular thing in the morning or anything. No, don't, because the morning is a safe haven for you. Your morning is something that can make your life. Every morning, if you have your mornings in control, you have your entire day in control. Like, do nothing. It's absolutely fine if you don't do anything rocket science in the morning. Just wake up, have a calm morning, do not have a overstimulated, over hyper, over anxious or depressed morning, because then your entire day is going to be that way only, because your mind in the morning, the first it is waking up, what is the emotion that is hitting it, what are the things that it is doing. Okay, like in the morning when you get up and you just scroll through your Instagram, what is your brain learning? Quick dopamines. Okay, quick what do we saying what I'm sorry, I'm not getting the word, but quick excitement and all of that. So in the entire day, if there is something, like if you're in a lecture or if you're in a class, and if it is not giving the same level of excitement, you won't feel it, you won't be focusing on it, you won't be even paying attention to it, because you're teaching your brain in the early morning to have that level of excitement and to that level of hurry. How are you going to be paying attention to something that requires a long time of attention and space? And then you ask me, why is your attention span, your concentration, everything very less? Honey, you are doing that to yourself. Like, my morning is very simple. I do not take tea, I do not take coffee. Okay, it's not like I don't at all take, but I do not take usually. It's like once in a month or something like that. But I wake up, I want to be able to sit over there and be like, okay, did good, today is going to be a great day. Okay, then do my things, early morning things, very calmly and very slowly, like take my bath with taking my own time, brush my teeth, not in a hurry, go to the loo, not in a hurry of getting out, and peacefully sitting there for some time, drinking that hot water, lukewarm water, and just being with myself. Okay, so my mornings do not involve reading books, my mornings do not involve writing, my morning does not involve anything of that sort currently. Okay, because you can only add these things slowly, but my only task right now was to make my morning easy, because I kind of noticed that every day, if I have to leave work at 8:30, I get up at 7:30, and everything is in such hurry, and then I'm running late to catch the train, then I'm running late to reach the office, then I'm running late to my breakfast, I'm running late to my lunch, I am running late to getting like in the office because of work, then I am hurrying from work to home, and then I'm hurrying home and cooking food, and I'm getting late for that, so I'm not eating healthy, and this cycle. But the only thing that I changed was in the morning I woke up a little, half an hour or 1 hour even earlier. Okay, that gave me space to take care of myself, to do my skincare routines, to do my mental routines, to be calm, and then go to work calmly, reach work on time, take my train on time, reach work on time, eat breakfast on time, eat lunch on time, do my work on time. Okay, getting later work is something that I cannot control, but okay, since my half of the day has been so calm, my evening is automatically calm. Then I come home and I am calm. Because of that, I go for a walk, or I go for a swim. Okay, then I come back home again, eat something, cook something. So it is such simple thing, just a simple change. Getting up just half an hour early, like, changes everything. Okay, because there is an illusion, okay, I might get late, and that feeling stays with you throughout the day. Okay, I'm late, there's something that you're feeling within yourself, and it's like, okay, I'm missing something, okay, I don't know, or I feel like there's something that I need to be doing, okay, I don't know. That feeling within you, that is something that you generate in the early morning. Okay, so throughout the day, if you're not getting to that level, you don't feel it. You don't feel any emotion other than that. Obviously you feel it, but not connect to your brain to that level of that. Or like if you're in the morning very angry, throughout the day you'll connect more with the level of anger or with angry people around you, because that is what you resonate with. Okay, so do not skip the things that you know that you should be doing. Do not make your life harder, make your life easier. Okay, because if today is going to be easy for me, I know tomorrow it's going to be difficult, because I will have so much pending work from today that I will have to do tomorrow. And this consistency journey, take it from someone who has been doing it and failed numerous times and finally is somewhere on track, and I want to be sharing this journey to people. Because for me, one thing that helps is teaching. The more I teach, the more I learn, or the more it fits in my brain. So the more I speak about something, the more it stays in my brain. This is the only reason that I'm recording. Okay, and since I'm recording, I'm already, so I decided I'll post it on YouTube. Okay, because that is kind of exercise for me, speaking exercise. Okay, so do something, but do not at all make your life hard just because you don't feel like doing the hard things. Okay, everyone feels like doing the easy things, so you should be doing the hard thing. Okay, bye bye, see you tomorrow.